Hello and welcome to the Gaming Plague podcast. It's with me, Chris. Just had a really stupid moment. I recorded a podcast. It was like 15 minutes, and I got into it and thought, I'll check how the audio's getting on. And I realised I'd pulled out the microphone wire, so it was just 15 minutes of blank recording. So here we are, and I'm doing it all again, but which is kind of good because, to be honest, I haven't prepared for this one, as I explained just then. I was in uni all day. I'm at uni doing pharmacy, so it's a pretty intense course. So I don't have loads of time, but I like to do videos and stuff when I'm not there because it's fun. No, gaming videos, I'd like to point out, not uh, sex videos or anything like that. Anyway, that's I digress. So I did a podcast with Doctor, who's another person in the Gaming Plague. He's from Slovenia, and we did a podcast on the 2nd, and I haven't posted it because and I've not actually told Doctor this, but Doctor, if you're listening, I may have accidentally deleted it. Well, I didn't delete it, I lost it, I don't know where it went. It just kind of disappeared off my computer, so I can't post that. But on that one, we discussed Groundhog Day and the Super Bowl and Bun Day. If you Google any of them, I suggest you do if you don't know what they are. I mean, Bun Day is pretty special. In summary, children in Iceland spank their mum and dads, and if they do, they get a bun for every time they do it. So it's quite interesting to know. I mean, it is an interesting thing. I mean, this is why I like doing stuff like this, because you learn stuff and it's really interesting. But we also discussed games last week, not last week, on the 2nd, which is when we did it, because he told me that he listened to my podcast on the day before and realised I didn't actually discuss games, and I don't want to just do like events that have happened in history because it is pretty boring. Let's be honest. Let's talk about stuff that's happening, but we do need to talk about games as well. It seems it is the gaming plaguers podcast, so we'll do some gaming news. Let's start off with just released things that have been released this week. This is going to be a weekly thing as well now. I think I was going to do it daily, but it's ridiculous to do it daily. Weekly thing, perhaps on a Wednesday. So nice, seems I'm doing it on a Wednesday. Some games that are coming out this week on the 8th, which is Friday. Dead Space 3 is coming out. That's meant to be really good. It's meant to be a really decent game, actually. For PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and for PC, which stands for... What does PC actually stand for? PC. Google. What does PC stand for? PC. Personal computer. There we go. So why don't you say computer? So yeah, so if you've got a personal computer, a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360, you can get Dead Space 3. So there you go, Dead Space 3 this Friday. It's meant to be quite a good series. This is third. It has got co-op, so I've not really done looked into it much, but yeah, I think if you like the Dead Space 1 and 2 and you've played them, why not give the third one a go? Why not, eh? Another game, Botanicula. I don't know. It's a click and exploration game, point and click exploration game. It's by Jara Placey and Amanita Design. It's got it's got some good reviews actually. It's out this Friday for PC, and it's also out on Mac. So, Macintosh. I know what that stands for. There's another game out. There's not much about it, I must admit, but Angelica Weaver, Catch Me When You Can, which is a bit of a... It's play on words. Well, it's not play on words. It's kind of copying the Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio film Catch Me If You Can, which is a fantastic film. If you've not seen it, watch it. It's about Tom Hanks is an FBI agent and Leonardo DiCaprio is a check forger, and one's trying to catch the other while the other one forges checks. And yeah, It is really, it's a fantastic film. If you've not seen it, you do really need to watch it, and let me know what you think of it once you've watched it. Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 2, is out on the 8th of February, which is Friday again. It's for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U. It's an action game, so yeah. Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. I mean, how many Sonic games are there now? I mean, there's so many. Can anybody have played every single Sonic game? I'm pretty impressed if they do. It's out this Thursday. It's a racing game. I mean, I do love like Crash Team Racing and Sonic Racing and stuff like that, and Mario Kart and stuff. I do love them type of games, but I'm not sure about this one. But hey, give it a try. Why not? I mean, the cast battle for supremacy across land, water, and air in transforming vehicles that change from cars to boats to planes mid-race. So it's like Sonic riding a Transformer. So imagine Megatron or Optimus Prime if you're a goodie, but who likes to be the goodie? The bad guys are the best. And Sonic's on the back of him, or Tails is on the back of him, and you like change him from a boat to a car or a lorry if you're Optimus Prime, because you're cool like that. Right, another game. It's already out, but it's for being released for Wii U and 3DS, which is Scribblenauts Unlimited. Which it's it's got a huge open world where you can help the game's hero Maxwell solve robust puzzles and challenges. That's meant to be a good game. I've seen quite a lot of Let's Plays on it on the YouTube or the TubeU or you. I've seen you on the you got YouTube.com where this is posted. You know. It's coming out on 3DS on the 8th of February. Sorry, I didn't say when Sonic was coming out. The Thursday. It's Thursday. But Scribblenauts Friday. You have to wait till Friday. It's a platform game. It's really good platform there. Special Forces Team X. It's out today. I mean, what can I say about this really? Action, Xbox 360. You know, have a look at it. It's an arcade game. See if you like it. You know, if you do, let me know. I've not got an Xbox 360, so I can't play it, but hey ho. Let's get on with the show. Sengoku? Sengoku 2? Sengoku? I don't know. Sengoku 2. What does that mean? It's coming out on Thursday. It's a hack and slash away from left to right in this amazing beat 'em up for the Neo Geo Arcade software. I really don't know what that is. That's what I just said. Well, what's that? Because it says Neo Geo Arcade software, so whatever. And the Bioshock Ultimate Rapture Edition is out on Friday for PlayStation 3. It includes Bioshock, Bioshock 2, adult content for both games, as well as a trip to the never ever before seen Museum of Orphaned Concepts, providing a rare look at early concept art and character models that never made it into Bioshock. So basically they've got all the rejects, the two games, all the stuff they didn't want to put into the games, all the bad characters they didn't want to put it into a game, and now they're selling it. So there you go, buy that one. What else is happening in the world? I was speaking to my friend today. He's a huge Final Fantasy fan, and he was saying it's the 25th Final Fantasy. Not the 25th Final Fantasy, Jesus Christ. It's the 25th anniversary of the first Final Fantasy game being brought out. I'm guessing it was something to do like that. And so on PlayStation Network, they're doing a sale or some sort of Final Fantasy games. If you're interested in that type of stuff, so if you're into Final Fantasy, head over to PlayStation Network and go and get it going. See what's up for grabs over there. some other big news is Sony has said have released a teaser video about seeing into the future for the 20th of February. And there's talk and rumours about it, if you've not heard about this, that it could be the announcement of the PlayStation 4. Oh, that's right, the PlayStation 4 could be now. It could be, it might be something else. But in New York, 6 p.m. EDT. EDT stands for something, I'm sure. It's in New York, and they've released a teaser video. I'll put the link in the description, if I remember. If not, just Google PlayStation 4. No, just Google PlayStation.com. It'll be on there somewhere, I bet. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, another thing. So that could be PlayStation 4. You know, I think the Xbox 720 is meant to be announced in the next. But it's expected to be announced in the coming months. So that could be it. You know, who knows? You know, maybe. You never know. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Xbox 720. Just got rid of the 360. But yeah. Okay. Another big issue in the world is video games, or are video games causing people to be violent? Now this has come from the shooting in America where the boy shot the children. It is complete and utter ridiculous claims. I mean, how long's a game? Instead of getting rid of guns, they just want to get rid of video games. What's causing more harm, video games or guns? Guns or video games? If you had to get rid of one thing to prevent violence, you would not get rid of the video games. It's ridiculous. Well, they're not thinking about getting rid of video games, they think of taxing them. The capitalist country of America wants to tax something because it causes violence. Instead of getting rid of them, they're just going to tax them. Isn't it funny how as soon as something happens like this, the American government says, oh, the video games are causing the shootings, so therefore we're going to tax the video games, not the guns. This really annoys me. But this is coming from Republicans who love guns. I mean, these love guns. I mean, if you're from America, or anybody actually, you put into YouTube Piers Morgan's gun debates. Some of them, the people Piers Morgan gets. I mean, I completely agree with what Piers Morgan says because he's English, he's British. He has the same opinion of me because generally British people are against guns because we just don't have them here. We just don't see the point of them. But I'm sure in America, it's like a whole different world to Britain with guns and stuff. I'm sure there's people in America that don't agree with them either. But Piers Morgan has some really heated debates with his people. I mean, he's he's got this one guy on, and the guy he what is he? Piers Morgan's talking about last year there was 35 gun deaths. There's 35 deaths from guns in Britain, but there's 12,000 in America, which is pretty amazing. Seems so it shows the effects of what banning guns are. But this guy starts just quoting deaths by shark attacks and stuff like that, and it's just he makes himself look so stupid. And these are actually the people that started a petition to get him deported, get Piers Morgan deported because he was speaking his mind. The country of freedom, but I mean they do call themselves a country of freedom. So that you're allowed guns, but you shouldn't be allowed. So then, why can't you play video games? You can't have one thing without the other. You can have freedom to have a gun. You got to have freedom to play video games that aren't taxed at ridiculous rates. That's a nice rant done. Tick. But yeah, that's. But does that mean they're going to tax video games like Sonic? and Crash Bandicoot and Sims and stuff like that, or they're just gonna or they're just gonna tax Call of Duty and all the FPSs and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. But if they do, sucks to be in America if you're a gamer, right? So that's gaming news done. I'm sure I've missed a whole lot. In fact, I'll do some technology news now. Now we'll slowly wean ourselves off the gaming. Rupert Murdoch, I don't like. I don't like him. But we won't get political now. Or never probably have. But he's some Chinese hackers are hacking into the Wall Street Journal. Lol. Bless him. Poor little. What's he called? He's not News International, isn't he? Dell. He's been bought back by the founder. Maybe, you never know. Michael Dell has said he will buy back the world's number 3 PC maker that he founded and carries his name. That's going to cost a lot of money. Wow. He's offering to buy them for £15.5 billion. Wow, that's a ridiculous amount of money. Does he have all that money? Is he that rich? I suppose he sold Dell, didn't he? So he probably does. Yeah. Activision has had a go at North Korea because they posted a propaganda video with stuff from Call of Duty, and that's how stupid North Korea is. They post propaganda videos from video games. Is that just to piss off the Americans? They're saying, oh, violence, video games, Call of Duty, blah blah blah, and then, bam, look what we put in our propaganda videos. Call of Duty. Or what you're going to do, mother truckers. So, it could be. You never know. You never know. So what's happening in the world? I mean, there's this thing happening with America, and I don't understand it. But apparently there's a secret base that they've just told everyone about. Firstly, if it's a secret base, why are you telling people about it? And secondly, how could you build a secret base secretly? They must have had to ship in tarmac and stuff. How can you get stuff into a country like that and be secretive? Could you not see the planes that come in? Are they that stealthy? I suppose they have ways around it, but it just seems a bit silly to me that they've told people about it. But yeah, apparently it killed some Al Qaeda people as well, which is a bad thing, is it? Okay. The Boy Scouts delayed. Let's just remind. I'll do this one first, and then I'll talk about that one. The National Board of Boy Scouts of America postpones a vote to end a ban on gay scouts and leaders on the youth group. Says, I mean, that is stupid. Why can't you have gay people in U.S. Boy Scouts? I don't know what to say to that. That's just stupid. Into why? I mean, what? Why can't a gay person put up a tent or and stuff like that? I don't know. Another thing, the US have decided that from August onwards they're not going to deliver first class letters on Saturdays. What if you want the letters on a Saturday? That just seems really weird to me. It's a way to stop spending money, but I know we just won't deliver letters on 2 days a week instead of one now. Makes sense. Why not? Hey. Anyway, moving on. There's been some suicide bombings in Syria. I mean, there's a lot going on there. I mean, the amount of people that have died there now, it is getting very ridiculous. Fury in Tunisia because an opposition politician has been assassinated. and there's been a lot of the protesting in the country, probably as I still speak. But yeah, I mean, Tunis, that general area has had a lot of like, what would you say, disruption, a lot of disruption last few weeks, last few years. You know, with, I mean, you had Egyptian Mubarak got removed. I mean, his name is not Mugabe, is it? He's Zimbabwe. What's his name from Libya? It'll come to me. Barack Obama is going to visit Israel, the West Bank, and Jordan in spring. The White House has said, which is nice of him. Yeah, pay a little visit. Um, William Hague, if you don't know who William Hague is, he's the Foreign Secretary of the British government, which is kind of like the Secretary of State if you're American, kind of. It's like if you're in government, it's kind of like the fifth highest ranking after the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Chancellor. Yeah, probably fourth. Foreign Secretary. It's a high post anyway. And he said that the Falklands, people of the Falklands must decide their own fate. So, and if you don't know about the Falklands, British own, well, we've run, like, Falklands is part of Britain, but the Argentinians think it should be part of Argentina. And in 1982, under the Argentinian leader, whatever the name was, with Margaret Thatcher in Britain as the Prime Minister, they invaded the Falklands thinking, oh, Britain just let us have it. Margaret Thatcher, being the amazing person she was, and well, it still is, said no, I'm not having that. Get the warships out there. We're going to blast them to pieces. And it was called we absolutely battered them because it was called a range war, which is basically we had missiles that could go 17 miles. The Argentinians had missiles that could go 9. So we parked 10 miles away, just fired rockets at them. What could they do? Nothing. And we got them back. And it was a massive. It was a good victory for us. And now recently Argentina has been saying, oh, we deserve it. It's ours. Blah 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 blah. But the people in the Falklands have actually said, no, we want to be part of Britain. We speak English. Why on earth would you want you Argentinian people to take over? But the Argentinian people say, no, they should be part of us. We have a right to own them. And it's like, oh, goodbye, on you, jog on. Berlusconi has called Mario. Berlusconi's brother has been racist with Balotelli. Berlusconi's the ex-president or prime minister of Italy. Balotelli's a footballer that's just transferred to AC Milan from Manchester City. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that because I can't stand Balotelli and I can't stand Berlusconi. I don't know about Berlusconi's brother, but yeah, I just can't be bothered. The European Parliament approves a major reform of fishing to end the wasteful discarding of dead fish and help depleted stocks to recover. So, big news about the fish. If you're a fish listening, congratulations. The EU people are behind you. Thing I was going to talk about after the Boy Scouts I completely forgot yesterday. The 5th of February 2013 is a historic day for gay people in Britain because the British government said you can legally get married in Britain. It has to go through a lot of things. I mean, it's quite a complex process, but it has to go through parliamentary committees and the House of Lords, which is like for Americans. Basically, America and Britain have two completely different systems. What it is we have the House of Commons, you have the House of Representatives. It has to go through there. Then we have the House of Lords, you have the Senate, then it has to go through there. Then we have the Queen, and you have the President. It has to go through there. So the House of Commons votes for it. If it gets through the House of Commons, it goes to the House of Lords. The House of Lords vote for it. It goes through the House of Lords. It goes to the Queen, who then signs it. The Queen never says, no, we are not signing that. Send it by, because she doesn't. Because the people who rule the country run it. Yeah. So yeah, and with the Senate and it's yours. I'm not even going to get into it. It's very complicated there. Okay, what's happening in Asia? The Japanese Prime Minister calls the move by a Chinese frigate to pull a radar lock on a Japanese Navy ship a dangerous act, as the US warns against any escalation. I mean, what's the USA going to do? They're basically still at a distance saying, I'm warning you. Yeah, you don't. No, 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 no. Don't you start that now. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Anyway, so what's happening in the entertainment and arts? Not much really, to be honest. Picasso painted portrait has been sold for 28.6 £28 million, which is Sotheby's, which is about $50 million, I think. Oh, the researchers find that 6% of red dwarf stars host habitable Earth-sized planets, meaning the closest may just be 13 light years away. So it's not far. Not far at all. So that's nice to know, isn't it? It's very nice to know. So what else is happening in the world? Politics. We'll go to politics. NHS covers up. Oh, it's all. I'm not getting into that. Sports news. Congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. You won the whatever you call it, Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, I mean, I think it was 34-31 was the final score, which is nice to know. If you're American, you know, you've probably saw it anyway, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was the blackout, wasn't there, in the third quarter, because you do it in quarters. I don't understand American football whatsoever, but I think you did in the third quarter. There was a blackout, and then the 49ers came back from the blackout and nearly won, but they didn't. Because I watched it up to about 28-6, and then went to bed because it was 2 o'clock in the morning here. And then I woke up and it was 34-31 or 36, so it was quite close. I was like, oh, I missed quite a good game. But no, I didn't. It's fine. Football news. England's playing Brazil tonight. Republic of Ireland's playing Poland. Scotland playing Estonia. And finally, well, ish, maybe, I have got a story for you at the end. Football. 6th of February. It's a big day if you're a football fan, because it is the Munich air disaster. So, and if you don't know what the Munich air disaster is, it was an air disaster in Munich, obviously. But it was my team, Manchester United, is in 1958, so it's its 55th anniversary today. 8 people died, and it was considered like one of the greatest. The team was destined to be great. It was like one of the greatest football teams, you know, you could put together. Sir Matt Busby was the manager, having like Bobby Charlton. It was an amazing team, and they crashed on a runway, and 8 people died. It's a horrible part of history, really. Like there was some really young people died. It wasn't just footballers as well. There was journalists, and it's remembered a lot. I mean, Manchester United the England team tonight will be playing with armbands on, I should hope. And hopefully there'll be a minute's silence, because it really is a tragedy that all the football remembers. I mean, the 50th anniversary in 2008 was actually Manchester United versus Manchester City, which is a major derby in England. And both teams showed the respects, and they lay wreaths and they had gunshots and a moment's silence. So I hope they do that tonight at the football, and I hope everybody respects that. And because it is sad. I mean, it's just a horrible thing to think about, and we're going to move on from it now, because I think we've spent long enough talking about it. So I'm going to round it off now. I think I've blabbered on about enough things today. Yep, I have. I've just seen the time, 29 minutes. So, I've got a story for you. if you listen to the last one all the way through, if you made it to the end, I really like that story. I mean, these are stories I've heard and I just love. Yeah, I think they're hilarious, so I like to tell people. So this one is about the FBI, which is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or if you're a pervert and you like jokes, the female body inspectors. So, a position has opened up. Oh, no, sorry. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I shall begin. There's a post going at the FBI, a new job up for grabs. You'd be the next agent Q or P, or you get to choose your own letter. It's a big job. You get to choose your own letter. It's huge, advertised in all the papers. No, it's not actually. Foxtrot posts something through your door saying, there's a thing up for grabs here. You want to come and give it a go? Anyway, 3 men shortlisted. Go for the interview. And the interviewer, the man who's interviewing them, says, first meets the first one, and says, this is the FBI, we need dedication, we want judgment, and we want we want you to do what we tell you to. We expect full commitment. And he said, yeah, I understand. So he said, I've arranged a little test for you. In the room next door is your wife. On the table in front of you is a gun. I want you to take the gun in there and shoot your wife. The man immediately says, obviously, no chance. This job isn't worth killing my wife for. He says, fine, I understand. You can go. You've been unsuccessful. The second man comes in, says the same again, want commitment from you. This is the FBI, it's a big deal. Agent, what would you be? Agent L. Okay, so next door is your wife, and to show you're fully committed to the cause, we want you to take the gun from off the table in front of you, go in there and shoot your wife. And the man says, okay, I'll do it for the job, because I've always wanted this job. Picks up the gun, walks into the room, silence. He comes out of the room, puts the gun on the table, and says, the job's not worth it, I'm going. Thanks for the opportunity and everything. He goes, yep, I understand. It's not for everybody, murdering your wife. The third guy comes in, he says the same story. What would you be? Agent O. Oh. Agent O. Excellent. Yeah. He says, so we want commitment, so to show you're committed to us, I want you to take the gun from in front of you and go and kill your wife in the next room. The man, without hesitation, takes the gun, walks into the room. 6 gunshots are fired, and then silence. And then after that, a lot of screaming comes from inside the room, a woman's voice of screaming. And then 2 minutes later, the man comes out and says, there was I don't know who loaded that gun, but they loaded it with blanks. So I took the situation into my own hands. I made a decision. As you said, you need to be able to make decisions, and I beat her to death with the curtain rail. So there you go. That's the story of the week. It always ends up with a little pun at the end, but that's the type of story I like. I was watching Ricky Gervais last night, and I have to tell this joke. Why did the girl fall off the swing? Because she had no arms. It's just unexpected. I love things that are unexpected. It did make me laugh. It's a bit mean, but it's a joke, so you got to take it as a joke. So this has been the Gaming Plague podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully next time I'll have Doctor back with me. As I said, I wanted to do this. I did do one, but it was... I don't know if I said that now, because I might have done that. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Hope to see you all soon. Some more Portal videos coming out after this. Perhaps tomorrow. I'll be starting Portal 2. I'm going to be doing some type of Minecraft with Doctor. Probably Feed the Beast now. Might be Vault, might be Tekkit, but I don't think it'll be Tekkit. But we'll see. We will see. Bon voyage, goodbye, adios, au revoir.